good afternoon to all the veterans who are here and all the people who are celebrating with us this magnificent day. But the weather is fantastic, and D-Day is about to be at an operational middle, not at the end at all. I had the privilege of being in a Mustang low-level reconnaissance fighter going up and down the beach when the first landing craft were coming in I was at about 500 feet. So I was able to see in a way that no one else could at that point what was actually going on. It was a fantastic, tough weather day with a lot of wind. Waves were working against the beach, and the whole of the water on the English Channel was covered with boats, ships, everything, moving landing craft. It was a magnificent sight, and it took the people on this shore by substantial surprise. And we've seen a lot of films about that, but the surprise certainly was there. So I am privileged to speak on behalf of the veterans of that day and of the Battle of Normandy, who are the honored persons here today. At the outset, we veterans thank Prime Minister Harper and his Minister of Veterans Affairs.
It's an honor for me to be here with you today for the 70th anniversary of D-Day and surrounded by Canadian youth and in the presence of our distinguished veterans. L'anniversaire que nous soulignons n'est rien de moins qu'un point déterminant de l'histoire. We are commemorating a day whose successful end foreshadowed the ultimate conclusion of a long and bloody war, and the triumph of the values for which Canada stands: freedom, democracy, justice. All the things, in fact, that our enemies despised and had extinguished from every part of the continent they had conquered.
So basically I have to personally walk down to the beach with a veteran, and that's sort of their look at where they were in 70 years ago, and that's a huge honor. It still hasn't set in that I get to spend that moment with a veteran who 70 years ago once looked at the same waters, and although everything around it may be a lot different, it's just, I can't imagine all the thoughts and memories and crazy noises and everything going through their minds. Well, it's very hard because I can barely believe it, but just being able to be here and walking by all the people and they're clapping, it's something I've never been able to experience before. And when I'm in Canada, I think, oh yeah, we have such a great country, we're free, but it wasn't really until now, just walking by and everyone clapping and seeing all the people and the veterans, just knowing how much they actually did for us. You understand it in school, but you can't actually get that feeling inside of you where you know that everything that they did do for us. And just being here it's really life-changing.
Days later, we're still in France, and I don't want to go home. I'm just so happy to be here. I'm so happy to represent Canada, and it feels a little emotional to be here too because of what the soldiers went through on D-Day, and it's hard to keep it together, but I'm glad I'm doing this. It felt amazing to see all the people going by and they were clapping for us and saying Canadian, Canadian, and I was trying to keep a straight face, but it made me feel so proud to be Canadian, and it was awesome. Overwhelming, but still really proud to be Canadian. I'm so proud that we had the opportunity to go on this trip, and this is what we were all here for in the beginning. So now is the day, and it's really amazing.